nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Oh, say, can you see by the blood in the streets that this place doesn't smile on you, colored child, whose blood built this land with sweat and their hands. But you'll die in this place, and your memory erased. Oh, say, does this truth hold any weight? This is not the land of the free, but the home of the slave.
Okay, I wanted to give my 2 cents on the Jill Scott version of the national anthem. And I remember when I saw this video maybe a day or two ago, I commented that this was everything that I knew that I needed. I don't stand for the national anthem. I don't revere the flag. I don't even like this country. And I know there's going to be a lot of people, well, why don't you leave? I didn't come here willingly. My ancestors didn't come here willingly, and we're not going to leave until it's time, and we're not leaving empty-handed. So there's the answer to that. Now, there were a lot of people who were angry, and you know the ones who were angry. It was the colorless ones, the colorless adjacent ones, and there were the fake Black conservative Republicans, and also some biracial sprinkled in there. And you know, when I say Black, the only ones that I can find are Black males who basically was talking about Jill Scott, and you can kind of tell they were reading off of a script. You can tell that they were trying to remember the words to say, the trigger words for the people who they want to agree with them, and they're trying to get clout, they're trying to get viewers. There's this big grift to the right. As much as people have been caping for the left for I don't know how many years, now they're starting to swing hard right. And you don't have to throw your people under the bus. You don't have to disagree with everything. You don't have to do that if you are of sound mind and you can tell right from wrong. Because no matter what your political affiliation is, you know right from wrong, you know truth from lies. And there was nothing in that song that was a lie. I don't know what is wrong with these people in America, you know, the ones who every time a Black person talks about their truth, because one, I want you to tell me in the comment section, where was the lie? What lie was there? Because I'm going to do a few videos over this national anthem, because there was some people who did some TikToks and some videos who were butthurt. And then there is a comment in there that says that Jill Scott there should be a bullet for her. This woman literally told the truth of something that happened in this nation. Were Black people enslaved in this nation? Yes. Are there descendants of those slaves? Yes. Were there any type of monetary reparations, something to repair what was done? No. Was there blood in the street? Yes. You can go through every era and find it. Of course, in slavery, I mean, they were property. So yeah, if one of them were offed, it didn't matter. Also, during Reconstruction, lynchings, also during the Civil Rights era, dogs being sicked on people, people being offed. The Black Panthers were broken up and offed. So, I mean, you can go through history. Even right now, they are trying to get a woman off who harmed a Black woman's children, and they don't want to charge her. They are just like their ancestors. People trying to act like it's so much progression. No, it's just done in a different way, and it's hidden behind closed doors, and they word it different than in the past. It's not just going in somebody's house, laying their hands on them, dragging them out, and putting a rope around their necks. Even that's being done, but it's done in the dark. I don't know how you can find a body hanging in a tree very high with their hands tied behind their back and say that they did it to themselves. You must think somebody's stupid. And there was a whole video of a man who was captured. They tried to say he was trespassing on land when he was cutting through an area, and they literally was trying to lynch him. And I'm talking about, this is in 2020, 2022, 2023. This is still going on. I recently did an update video for Ralph Yarl, and he was a 16-year-old boy who went to the wrong house, knocked on the door, was waiting there for a very long time, and someone shot him and told him, don't come around there again. He wasn't jiggling on the door. That man wasn't scared. He could have kept the door closed and went on about his day. There's been a lot of people who have been running away from a situation, not a threat, no weapon. There was even a man who was in a car reading a book, and he was shot. Luckily he lived, but they said they thought it was a gun, a book. So yeah, it's been going on. It keeps going on, and it's hidden. But usually a lot of this stuff comes out. I have a few videos on my channel about a few people, including Darren Seals, and there was a young boy who was decapitated. So yeah, it's the same thing. And they have the nerve to get mad and tell Black Americans to leave, and you can catch a flight out of this country. I don't know what makes them think that anybody wants to be here. The pandemic, the cost of living, the cost of food, they really think that this is just an amazing place to be right now. There are people who look like them who don't want to be here anymore, and they are moving. They are leaving the country. But they're mad at what Jill Scott saying as if there is a lie or there is no truth in it. I really am asking somebody to point out the lie. And another excuse, they say, she's a celebrity, she's worth $12 million. She does not represent the whole of our community. Yes, she is extremely talented, so of course she's going to be paid top dollar for her talent. You're dumb if you don't understand that. But if you look at the population of Black people, there should be way more people in the middle class, way more people that are millionaires, and way more billionaires. And Black people are not capitalizing to the fullest and optimal extent that they could off of their talent. Because Black culture is American culture. Every day I hear something from 10 years ago, they are using it. It's annoying. And this nation gets a hold of our mannerisms or words we come up with that we just create, and then they ruin it. So I loved Jill Scott National Anthem. This is the only national anthem that I would stand for. This is the only national anthem that I would sing. And this should be the Juneteenth national anthem. And also it should be sung on July 4th every year. Because what really bothers me about this whole thing is the people who don't like it could have ignored it and scrolled past. But they had to write all of these nasty comments and say these nasty things when they could have skipped over it. Because they truly and honestly feel that when they say something to a Black person, that the Black person is supposed to then listen to them and acquiesce to them. It is offensive It's like going back to those slavery days. Why do you think that a black person has to even half of a fuck about what you think? That's the question. As a black person, you can leave a comment. You can be talking about something that has to do with your heritage. You can be talking about, those days, which you have every right to bring up and talk about. I don't care who gets uncomfortable about it. They can get the middle finger, just like the Mitch who gave the middle finger when Gio was singing the song. And I'll do a video and show her. She's supposed to be Puerto Rican, by the way. So she's one of those adjacent ones. But yeah, we have the right to sing our songs. We have the right to talk about our heritage, our history, parts of our history. We have the right to exist as human beings and people separate from them. I don't want to be a part of this melting pot because it stinks to high hell. I want to be more like a tossed salad, but to be honest, I want all of the other pieces away. Because I have the right to like and love my identity, to love my heritage, to love being who I am. And then if somebody's going to come in and say, well, what if we say we love being, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody. Do you? That's the problem. That's the problem. You have nothing to do. You cannot exist without somehow communicating or leeching the energy off of black people. We don't care what you do unless it adversely affects our lives or livelihood. Then that's when we start talking. Other than that, we usually mind our business, keep to ourselves, and it's the audacity of these people to tell black people what they should and shouldn't like. They will praise the Rocket Raccoon that is saying the words that they like, but then they are setting up here sending threats to Jill Scott and telling her to leave the country because she sees it from her point of view, coming from her history and her heritage. These people wouldn't dare do a portion of what they do to black people to Jewish people. They wouldn't dare. That's why I know that they're full of ish, because they feel like they can. They have this thought in their mind that they can do whatever they want, touch your hair, invade your personal space, tell you what to think, tell you how to feel, tell you who you are, tell you who you're not, tell you what is good about you and what is not good about you. And that is what is really annoying. People will come up to you out of the blue. And you know the people that I'm talking about, and they will give their opinion as if you asked them. You were minding your own business. And I know there are Black Americans who have experienced this. You're just minding your business. You could be looking, and they want to lead you, direct you, tell you what is. It's annoying. That's why I kind of miss the pandemic days, because you had to be 6 feet. And then if you looked at somebody like, get away from me, they would give you an extra 6. I miss those days. But I'll go ahead and leave it right here. Let me know what you thought about the national anthem. Do you think that it should be the anthem for Juneteenth? Do you think that we should, play it on the 4th of July? Do you like it? Do you not? Why do you like it? Why don't you like it? And like I said, I want to end on, please tell me the lie in the song. I need to know why it's offensive to you or what was wrong with it. And I also would like to know about the third verse. Why does nobody sing that? Why does nobody stand on it chest out, 100, 10 toes down with that verse in the original? But yeah, I'll end it there, and I will see you in the next one.